I'm obsessed with this cover. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited about today's video. I am currently in Japan. My husband and I have had this trip planned for the past couple of months. We're here with our friends for the next 10 days to just sightsee. But as a book girl, I am so excited to check out some of the bookstores here. I don't necessarily have a list of planned bookstores that we're gonna go to. I just figured that if we're in an area, I'll look up bookstores, and if there's one close, we'll check it out. I'm very curious to see the differences and what they carry in their bookstores and if it's similar to the US bookstores. I've also heard that different countries have different covers, so I'm hoping we can find some really cool, unique English covers. I've done just a little bit of research on Japanese bookstores, and I do know that they don't have large English sections, which totally makes sense. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a hit or miss, but I'm going to take you guys with me while we check out some of these stores. First bookstore was a success. I ended up getting 2 bookmarks. I thought that this would be a really good keepsake. We also saw some book covers that were different than the US, so that was very fun. We're in a mall right now. This is the bookstore name. We just finished at that bookstore, and it was a couple levels. It was, I think, like 9 levels tall, but most of it was anime, so I did not have any luck finding anything that I was interested in.
I did, though.
But Hunter did get his first anime. It is Solo Leveling. It's a TV show that him and his brother watched. Hey guys, it is day 2 of our Japan trip. We hit 2 bookstores yesterday, and I really liked both, but I didn't really find much in those bookstores. They had very small English sections, and I was looking for the English section so I could find different covers. We are going to a different bookstore, so I'm gonna bring you guys along and see what we can find. You guys, we found just what I was looking for, and they have an entire section. This is by far my favorite bookstore that we've been to this entire trip. It is so big and so nice, and it literally has everything. I still have not found the English section though. One thing I've noticed is their books are a lot smaller than our books. Like, this is almost the size of my hand, and also it's backwards. So usually in America, our books are like this. Their books are like this. You guys, I'm freaking out because I found the English section, and it is way bigger than the last 2 bookstores we've been to. So I'm gonna be looking through these and seeing if I can find any good finds or any different covers. This is a cover that I have never seen for this book. I actually read this one and rated it a 2-star. I didn't really enjoy it, but this cover is absolutely beautiful. Look at how stunning this cover is. This is Babel by R.F. Kuang, and I'm obsessed with this cover. I would 1000% get this book, but I literally just bought the American edition, and so I don't know if I should get this one, but this one is beautiful. I also just found these 2 books. This is William Shakespeare books. I don't really read this stuff, but I think these covers are kind of cool. This is Romeo and Juliet, and then this one right here is Hamlet. So those are really cool.
What did you say?
This is a different one too. I have also never seen this cover. I'm finding so many good finds. This is literally so exciting. This is my favorite part of this trip. Something very interesting is in all of these stores, I have seen this book, Holes. I've never read this book, but I've seen the movie, and I think it's funny that this is very popular here because I've seen it everywhere. Wait a minute. I just read this book.
You see this one?
Oh my gosh. Wait, this book is beautiful.
That one does look really cool.
You guys, I just spotted a book that I just finished reading. Look at this cover. This cover is so beautiful. I literally just finished this book and I absolutely loved it. I would definitely recommend. Look how pretty this is. This Babel is gorgeous though. This one, I keep coming back to this. This is just Batman. It's got Batman. I think Hunter would like this one. A lot of these books for the covers is the TV characters, which I think is very interesting. So, is this one? That is by far my favorite bookstore that we visited this entire trip. It had such a big selection, but then it also had the cute little tourist trinkets. I did go a little bit crazy with the Sunny Angel, so I'm gonna have to do an unboxing for you guys. Hey guys, so it's either day 3 or 4. Honestly, at this point, I'm kind of losing track of time, but it is currently 8:30 at night, and the friends that we are with went back to bed for the night, but Hunter and I aren't super tired, so I think we're gonna do a little more exploring around this city. And we just happened to find a bookstore that is a 15-minute walk from us, and it's open till 10 p.m., which is honestly surprisingly late for a bookstore. This one says it has a decent English selection, and it looks very cute, so let's go check it out. Hey guys, we just got back from the bookstore. I think that was our 3rd or 4th bookstore we've been to here. The English sections are not very big here, which totally makes sense because it is Japan. I thought that they would be a little bit bigger since this is a tourist area. I have been looking for Throne of Glass in the Japanese edition with the cover. It's kind of anime style. And I've asked every single bookstore, but they have all said that they don't have it because it came out in 2014 and they don't carry books that old, which I find very interesting. Their bookstores also have a lot of stationery. Another thing that I've noticed is a lot of their books are economical books or political books. They don't really have a fantasy section that I've seen. It's either manga, which is the anime books, or it's like educational books, which I find very interesting. I've seen a lot of books on ChatGPT, Excel, Microsoft, so very educational driven. But we're gonna get some sleep. Tomorrow we're going to Shibuya, and in Shibuya there is a few bookstores. There is a thrift bookstore that I'm planning on going to as well, and that may have the Throne of Glass book, so we're gonna see. We just got to Shibuya, and there is a bookstore that I've been wanting to go to for so long, and I just put it in my maps, and it is a 2-minute walk from us. So we're gonna go to that bookstore and look around. There's supposed to be a good English section, so let's do that. I just found the English section, and there's a bunch of titles that I recognize, so let's look through these. Starting off very strong, they already have this book on their shelves, and this is a paperback. I also found You and Me on Vacation. In the US, this one is called People You Meet on Vacation. That is a stunning Hunger Games cover. I am obsessed with this one. They also have the entire Harry Potter series, and I'm kind of debating getting these because I'm obsessed with these covers, and I don't have the Harry Potter books on my shelf yet. It's kind of interesting because some of the books are backwards here, but then others are the right way, so I'm honestly not sure which way it's supposed to be. So this is the front, but there's a lot of books that are backwards. Hi guys, we're on day 6, maybe day 7 of our trip to Tokyo, and we have found another bookstore. We're in Yokohama right now, which is about a 15-minute train ride from where we're staying, so let's go look at this bookstore. This cover is so beautiful. This book must be in the same series. They have totes everywhere because they make you pay if you want shopping bags, but for a few more yen, you can get a tote bag. I don't think I've ever seen this book, but now I kind of want to read it based off this cover alone. I think I might have to get this book because I've never read it, and this cover I have never seen either. This is a new cover as well for me. The Book Thief, this one is very popular. I just got this US version, and it's in black. I also just found The Wedding People in paperback. Look Look how tiny this is. Some of the books are really small here.
This bookstore has had the biggest selection of English books by far. This is a kids section with English kids books, and then they have English manga, and then some other popular English books right here. And then on this side, they have a bunch of books about Japan in English.
Hey guys, it's our last full day in Japan and it is pouring rain right now, so I don't think we're really gonna do much today for our last day. We leave tomorrow to go back home and we have to leave here for the airport at 10 a.m. so there's no way we're gonna go to any more bookstores. So I kind of wanted to do a little wrap up on my thoughts and show you guys a little bit of a haul on what I got. I had a lot of fun checking out the Japanese bookstores. One thing I noticed about Japanese bookstores is they have so much stationery, which I absolutely love. Another thing is that graphic novels are a huge thing here, and so most of the bookstores had ginormous sections dedicated just to the manga books. There were some stores that I went to that didn't even have an English section, which I kind of expected because we're in a completely different country and the primary language here is Japanese. But there were a couple of stores that did have English sections. The bookstores that did have English sections had very good options. I wish that I would have done a little bit more research and maybe picked some used bookstores to go to so that I could find older books. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a haul. I ended up getting 5 books in total and I'm obsessed with all of them. So let me show you. First off, we have 2 books that I got from Books Kino Kanuya. I think that's how you say it. That could be completely wrong, but I got this super cute tote bag because it was only like $2 US. First, I got The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. I've heard really great things about this series, but I have absolutely no idea what it's about. I know that it's a fantasy book, and I have not seen this cover in the US. If I'm being completely honest though, I think I like the US cover a lot better, but at the same time, I feel like I had to get this one because it is from Japan. Next, I got Blue Sisters. I'm very excited about this one. The cover that I've seen in the US has the 4 pictures of girls in this corner, so I thought this one was really cool how it has just the one big picture. And then the other 3 books that I got are from the exact same chain. This must be like their Barnes & Noble here because I did go to a lot of these bookstores, but they all had different options. One thing that I love is that they wrap these books in paper for protection when they package them up. They only did that at this location. The last location that I went to, they didn't package them up in paper, but I think that this is so cool. To start off, I got The Book Thief. I have actually not read this book, which is surprising because I know my sister loves this book. This is The Book Thief. I thought that this cover was very cool and unique, and I have not seen this one yet. So I wanted to pick this one up because I do love a good historical fiction. Next, I got the most beautiful edition of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I have not read this book. I started it on my Kindle a while ago, but I just didn't finish it. But I saw this cover and I knew that I had to have it because this one is absolutely stunning. And then lastly, I got The Wedding People, and this one is a paperback. This is not a different cover than the US, but I really liked that it's in paperback version. One thing that I've also noticed is I don't think they even have hardbacks here because in every bookstore that I went to, I don't think that I saw a single hardback book. One thing that I've also noticed is that all of their paperbacks are very stiff here. They are definitely not any bendy, floppy paperbacks. Every bookstore also had Harry Potter in the English section, and those covers were so cool to look at. I wanted to get the full series, but I just really don't think I'll have room in my suitcase for that. I would say that this was a major success. I just thought it was so fun to look at the different bookstores and the books they had and the different covers. I think though that this is my favorite book that I got, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I just think that this cover is so beautiful. I think that this is a tradition that I'm definitely gonna keep up. Whenever I go to a different country, I definitely want to check out their bookstores. I had a lot of fun going to these bookstores. I think in total I probably went to like 6 or 7. I'm honestly not sure. I wanted to thank you guys for watching today's video. I had so much fun making this and going to the bookstores in Japan. Stay tuned for these books to be in future reading vlogs, and I will see you guys in my next video.